Oh boy, Jacob. I'm not loving Houston right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. Because you know what time it is, right?
This feels like the opening of an ad.
It does. It really does.
This isn't an advertisement. This is the show, guys.
This is not a good advertisement either because I'm very pissed off. I don't like the weather in Houston. As
Oh,
you know.
yeah, man.
And it's starting to get hot. And it's starting to get icky.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why, and I can only speak for myself because I know you're married. The only reason why I like summertime is because of the women.
Yeah.
And skimpy outfits, of course. Hey, what can I say? I'm a man. But other than that, I hate summertime.
Yeah.
I hate it. Now, it's not because I'm a heavy-set guy. It's just like I just don't like it. I don't like to sweat. You know what I'm saying?
You know, our summers are like really, really grueling. It doesn't help that Houston's in a swamp.
Yeah, that's true.
We have bayous for a reason, right? Like it's very swampy around here. So when it gets hot, it doesn't just get hot. It gets hot and humid and muggy, and you got mosquitoes and you got all kinds of crazy stuff happening. And city, concrete. There's not a lot of
got bugs, mosquitoes.
Yeah.
Have you seen those little black caterpillars rolling around everywhere?
Yeah.
I saw that on the news. I heard about that crap.
Yeah, they just kind of started popping up recently. I guess their larva stage is over, and now they're
turned them off.
full-fledged. Yeah.
So I'm like, we got that crap to worry about.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't deal with this during the wintertime.
No.
It was just dead cold. And we didn't even have a wintertime this year.
No, I don't think we've had a real winter in a while. Well, since the freeze a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah, that was a freak accident, wasn't it? That was.
And then with hurricane, then also too, y'all worry about hurricane season with summertime.
Yeah.
And you know how this city gets when a hurricane hits.
Yeah.
It just becomes devastation one-on-one. Water is sold out. Toilet paper is sold out because for some reason everyone thinks that they can eat toilet paper or something. That's like, so you have to buy an abundance of toilet paper.
Well, also you underestimate the hurricane because sometimes it's a huge hurricane and it doesn't really do much damage.
It doesn't.
Sometimes,
this city overreacts a lot.
Yeah, it does. Some overreacts and also underreacts, I feel like.
When was the last time they underreact to a hurricane?
A couple of years ago. I've told the story before when the lady told me that Hurricane Harvey wasn't going to be as bad.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you never told this story
the day it hit
on the pod.
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure. I think I did way back.
So she said the Hurricane Ike was going to be that bad?
Hurricane Harvey.
Hurricane Harvey?
Yeah, Hurricane Harvey, right before it hit. Like, we were working, and we were going to close early that day because, like, literally the hurricane was behind, like, just about to hit Houston. Like, you could see. And so we were going to close early because, obviously, hurricane's coming. So the school's closed. So they can go, the kids can go prepare with their parents, or the parents can greet the kids and prepare for the hurricane or whatever. They decided, we're going to take our kids to the movies.
Oh, no.
We got a day off. Let's go see a movie. And we were busy that whole, like, morning. I think we closed at 3. So we were just busy. And this lady comes in. She's like, oh, you guys are having a lot of people come in today, right? And I was like, yeah, because the hurricane's coming in. So whatever. And she goes, well, I don't think it's going to be that bad. And then she walked away. And then Houston was underwater for like 2 weeks.
Man, Jacob, to be that stupid, who would be that person to say the Hurricane Harvey wouldn't be that bad?
Yeah.
Guy that scratches his head.
Yeah. You said the same thing?
I did.
Uh-huh.
And then I was staying at my friend's house, and I stayed the week there, and we went outside to see how bad it was, excessive damage. I said, oh, surely it can't be that bad. It's just mere water. Ha, ha, ha. You go outside, it's like devastation. You see rafts, you see Coast Guard flying around. I was just like, let's go back inside, huh?
Right? Underreacted. And then, you know what? Like a year later, we got Imelda, which was a tropical storm, somehow flooded Houston the same amount.
Yeah.
What?
And all this has to do with what? Summertime
And concrete.
I almost hit you in concrete.
We're a bowl.
If you had to pick another city to live in, would you live in another city?
Yeah, probably.
What city would you like to live in? Oh, you don't know? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know which city specifically, but I'd probably live elsewhere.
Yeah, me too. I always wanted to live in San Antonio.
San Antonio?
Yeah.
San Antonio is pretty nice. You got the Riverwalk, you got the zoo, you got the Alamo.
I love it. It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they have too many hurricanes that come over there in San Antonio.
No, they're more inland.
Yeah, they're more inland.
I suppose.
Yeah. Like Dallas and Houston and Waco and all that stuff. the countries in Texas, they don't want to get killed by hurricanes.
Yeah, we're a little close to the coast over here.
Yeah, and plus they got Six Flags in San Antonio.
They do. We used to have a Six Flags, James.
No, I don't want to go back to that. I don't want to go back to those memories.
Yeah. The parking lot's still over there. You want to drive by it later?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to do that. That's okay.
You know what's funny is I remember going to that Six Flags, and it was fun, right?
It was,
it's a theme park. But then I hear
was.
people in Houston talk about it, and they're like, no, that Six Flags was trash and all kinds of crap. And
Well, yeah, compared to the one in San Antonio.
Yeah.
Because the one in San Antonio was a lot bigger. It was Fiesta over Texas.
Yeah.
Six Flags over Texas.
yeah,
You know, this was just like the small, integral Six Flags.
because it was Astro World first.
Mm-hmm.
It was originally its own thing,
Yep.
and then Six Flags came and bought it,
Mm-hmm.
and it became Six Flags Astro World. And then the guy sold it because he thought he could get a lot of money off the land or something, and he ended up not getting a lot of money off the land, and we lost the theme park.
Yep. And we were supposed to get another theme park.
It's weird that we still have Splash Town, though. Which is funny because I've always heard about Splash Town. I've never been there.
Me either.
I know people who've been there. I've always heard about it. I didn't realize it was a Six Flags brand.
I didn't know that either.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. It was because,
Yeah.
you know, when you go to McDonald's, they give you like the little, back in the day, they give these coupons out.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be like for Six Flags and Splash Town.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that at the time they were
Yeah.
interconnected.
And
So I
it
was
still
like,
says
oh, okay.
Six Flags on the sign.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. It's weird. But
Still hanging on to those memories, huh?
I suppose. I don't know. I hear it's not so great nowadays. So,
I know it's not.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm always supposed to go to SeaWorld, though. I always want to go to SeaWorld.
SeaWorld's a little sketchy. People
That's what I'm saying, Tony. That's what I'm
people
saying.
frown on you for going to SeaWorld now. Remember the
Why?
Blackfish documentary? The whole thing with like the orcas and stuff? They mistreat the animals.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously now they probably changed a lot of that stuff up now.
Well, they have because of the documentary, but
Yeah.
still, like, SeaWorld is like a low-key place. You can't just announce you go to SeaWorld. You have to just go to SeaWorld and keep those memories for yourself.
I went to SeaWorld. I dare anybody to jump up on me. That's not a good thing. Don't do it to yourself.
Yeah.
Don't do it to yourself. But I always wanted to go to SeaWorld just to check, just to see what it was all about. What the Hufflepuff.
It's not a bad place.
It's not.
It's kind of neat. It's like a zoo, but with like,
But I didn't know
rain
that about the documentary, though. I really didn't.
You didn't know that? That came out years ago.
Yeah, I never knew that one.
That came out a long, long time ago.
Yeah. Well,
Well,
I'm doing my rant about Houston weather and theme parks. I just want to get that off my chest.
All right.
Because as the weather's starting to get hot out here.
yeah. Just thinking about it. Well, also the rain, it rains every other day in the summer.
Yeah, oh,
which is-
God.
yeah, that's annoying. But
Just
hey,
adding to it, huh?
I am. But let's get the show on the road. It's On the Go with Jacob and James, and thank you for joining us.
On the go or on the run with Jacob and James.
Bringing back the hypotheticals again, huh?
I'm bringing back the hypotheticals,
We haven't
James.
done these in a minute, I see. I
Yeah,
feel
we
like
haven't done it. Well, we've had a lot to talk about. We've had things.
we have had things.
Yeah, we've had things, but it's been a while since we played a game, and I figured I'd bring it back.
True.
So I'll narrate these for you, and then in true hypothetically speaking fashion, you'll tell me your answer, and then you will put them together in some sort of story of somewhat,
All right.
and we'll try to make some sense of it. So that's our hypothetically speaking segment. I feel like we should explain it because we haven't explained it in a while.
Yeah, true.
So here we go. This first one is the Dream VCR. At long last, someone invents the Dream VCR. This machine allows you to tape an entire evening's worth of your own dreams, which you can then watch at your leisure. However, the inventor of the Dream VCR will only allow you to use this device if you agree to a strange caveat. When you watch your dreams, you must do so with your family and your closest friends in the same room. They get to watch your dreams along with you. And if you don't agree to this, you can't use the Dream VCR. Would you still do this?
Why did you pick this one? Because this is messed up. Because the whole time you saying it from the jump, I was like, oh, well, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough. Oh, man. Yeah. No, I can't. Jacob. For obvious reasons. Because my dreams is not very suitable for
An
kids.
entire evening's worth of your own dreams. So it's just one night of your dreams.
God.
My question would be, do you get to pick
That's what I'm
the
saying.
night you get to watch?
Exactly.
Because sometimes you have decent dreams.
I do have decent
Sometimes you have weird dreams. Sometimes you have messed up dreams.
dreams. Yep.
It depends. So if you got to choose the night, I could see it not being so bad.
I pick a hard night. I pick a night that some killer trying to catch me.
Yeah.
Like that'll probably be the night. I like, oh God. Because any other night, I'm telling you right now, you ain't getting that out of me. I got some dreams. I was like, ooh, James.
My question would be, how long do these dreams actually last? Because, in your head, it feels like a while. But,
It does.
But your dreams really take place within like 5 to 10 increments.
Yeah.
So how long is this night of dream watching?
I guess it'd be like, what, 2 minutes? I'm going to say 2 minutes. I'm going to say mine 2
Yeah.
minutes, yeah.
Because, none of it would make sense.
None of them never makes sense.
If anything, maybe what you saw isn't what you see.
Because sometimes you be running, and you feel like you're doing a whole lot of running, and you're not. You're just running in place.
Yeah, you're in like quicksand or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hate those. I hate those parts of the dreams. I used to always have those dreams where like you run, but you can't get anywhere.
Have you ever had
Always.
dreams about being late to work?
Oh, yeah. I've had dreams about being late to work. I've had dreams about technical issues. Lately, I've been having these set of dreams where I'm getting up and getting ready for work, and then I wake up just in time to get up and get ready for work. So those are the dangerous ones, right? Where you're already thinking you're up and awake and you're about to leave. One time, years ago, after I got done at my previous job, I closed, had to over the next day. So closed, went home to sleep, had a dream about work, and then had to get up and go to work. I had a whole extra shift in my dreams, James. Like, it was so annoying.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
And sometimes, if you're not careful, the dream kind of becomes reality.
Yeah.
The dreams do become reality. Because
Sometimes.
I dreamed that I was late to work. And I really was late to work.
Yeah.
Like, I woke up, and it was like 9. I was supposed to be to work at, let's say, 10:30.
Yeah.
And it was like 9:55. I was like, oh no. And I don't live far. I mean, I live far from my job. So
Yeah.
it's just like, man, I
yeah.
can't believe this.
That's close. That's way too close.
So, yeah, with this question, yeah, I guess I would.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'd watch the
watch
dreams
it,
of your family.
yeah.
All right.
Something suitable.
All right. Something suitable. This one is called office politics.
Yeah, there you go.
You work in an office. Generally, you are popular with your coworkers. However, you discover that there are currently 2 rumors circulating the office gossip mill, and both involve you. The first rumor is that you got drunk at the office holiday party and had sex with one of your married coworkers. This rumor is completely true, but most people don't believe it. The second rumor is that you have been stealing hundreds of dollars of office supplies and then selling them to cover a gambling debt. This rumor is completely false, but virtually everyone assumes it is factual. Which of these 2 rumors is more troubling to you?
I'd rather take the sexual harassment. Because it's sexual harassment, right?
I mean,
Sort of, kind of.
maybe in HR's eyes.
HR's eyes,
You
yeah.
were having a consenting
True.
sexual relationship
So I
with
guess
a
I'll take
coworker.
the second one then. Yeah, the second one's more troubling then. Yeah, because you're being accused of something. I was like, yeah, anytime you're accused of doing something like that,
Yeah.
hell yeah. That's easy.
Yeah.
That's an easy one.
They don't believe you're having an affair.
No.
Well, you can keep having the affair, but
Yeah, I
they
don't
think
care
you're
about that.
they think you're a gambling addict.
Yeah, which we've seen that already with a gambling addict that's already got a life ban in the NBA.
Yeah. Which one is that?
Some guy named, he was a nobody, and his name was Dante Porter, and he betted on a couple games and against his own team.
Oh.
Idiot.
Oh yeah, you don't do that.
So yeah, he's banned.
So that's it. You're more worried about the gambling one.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I had to think about the first one. Because like, is it sexual harassment?
No, I mean, and maybe in HR's eyes, I don't. But then again, that's just an inappropriate office relationship. I don't think it would be sexual harassment
True.
if you and your coworker are willingly having an affair.
True. Which I have.
Okay, well,
I had. Kind of stunned you right there. Kind of
Yeah.
like, oh, all right. Didn't know this was gonna happen.
yeah.
Yes, I have.
So the gambling one, like, say your coworkers came up to you and asked you for like gambling advice, would you just give them like really bad gambling advice?
Yeah, because I don't want them. Yeah,
Because they think you're gambling addicts. They'd be like, "Hey, James, you know how to win the slots?" And you're gonna be like, "Yeah, you just
got to throw the scent off.
yeah,
You got to throw the scent off. Yeah.
yeah." You just got to be like, "Yeah, you bet the highest thing every time, even when you're losing.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what I would say.
Borrow money from the casino. It works out. I promise you."
Well, that'd be messed up, man. That'd be messed up. Well, first of all, why are you gambling in the first place? I hate gambling.
Yeah, it's never really fun.
No, it's never been fun to me.
It's just throwing money away, right?
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit it's like, okay, cool, I'll put $20 in, see if I get my $20 back. If I don't get it back, I'm out of there. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to stick around. Also, casinos, they still allow smoking, so everything smells like smoke, and it's just gross. And you know what you do, or what people do, and have suggested doing, is you go in, you put $1 in, you hit a couple dollar slots or whatever, waitress comes by, you order your drink, you get your drink, you tip them $2 or $3. Free drink. Because as long as you're gambling, you get free drinks.
Get free drinks, yeah.
Yeah. So some people would do that. They would just like go gamble a little bit to get a couple free drinks.
I don't know.
Not a lot. They put like $1 or $2 in or whatever.
I mean, like I said, I love gambling as far as like, gambling doing chores or gambling doing that, or like let's say, because I remember at my old job, we used to do football games, and everyone put their $10 in the bucket, and then whoever has the most wins at the end of the season gets the money.
Yeah.
And it'll compile to like $100 or $130.
Yeah.
And that gambling I don't mind doing, but just gamble like your entire investments in life.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Yeah, it's a bit extreme.
At that point, you're an addict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they think you are. So you got to give them bad advice, James.
I am definitely. That's definitely troubling. All right.
Next one. Earth versus the moon. You have won a prize. The prize has 2 options, and you can choose either, but not both. The first option is a year in Europe with a monthly stipend of $2,000. The second option is 10 minutes on the moon. Which option do you select?
10 minutes on the moon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just not even thinking about it. Just 10 minutes on the moon.
I always wanted to go to the moon. I always wanted to be that guy.
Yeah.
First black man on the moon?
Did you ever want to find out if it's cheese or not?
No.
They say it's cheese.
No. I've heard that so many times as a kid. I was like, no, the moon is made out of cheese. You actually typed that in, too, to see if the moon is made of cheese, aren't you?
No, I'm typing to see who the first black man on the moon was, because I don't...
There's only been like one guy on the moon.
Yeah, no, there's been... As of April 2023, Victor Glover is the first black man to travel to the moon.
Well, he traveled to the moon.
Ah, you're right.
But he didn't step foot in that bad boy. I want to step foot on it. Like I want feet to actual wherever that is.
I see.
So yeah, it'll have to be the moon for me. So life, because just think, if you do that, the whole world is gonna want you after that, and the money's gonna come in 10 times bigger. You're gonna be doing Life magazines. You're gonna be doing documentaries. You're gonna be doing everything. Like the money's gonna come in fast and furious after you do that.
Yeah, you're sure enough right. There hasn't been a black man on the moon.
Never.
Well, James, that just shows how not racist I am, because I just assumed a black man's been to the moon.
I mean, it's not a lot of black people signing up for the space program.
That's true.
I mean, there is a lot of black people in the space program. Don't get me wrong, but that's not the first thing you hear out of most black people. It's like, hey, I want to go to the moon.
I mean, going to space and playing with dangerous animals, that's more of a white person
Yeah,
thing.
that's a white person type deal. You know what I'm saying? But I always wanted to do. I've always been interested in astrology. So me, I would love it. In space, man, I've always loved space.
Yeah.
Yeah, the concept of time being billion light years away from here, and down here you're getting old. Sorry. Can you imagine yourself?
You're talking about Interstellar?
Yeah,
You're doing Interstellar logic here?
Man, that's but it's true though. It's true.
Yeah, in a way.
You age.
Yeah. I've always wondered that, actually, like the aging process in space, because I think there was a guy who spent like a year in space or something. It's like, well, how does your body actually age?
I mean, obviously it's not that fast.
Right. And I mean, also we think about aging as like a night and day, because we can like the sun goes down, the moon comes up, that's another day. Mm-hmm. We don't know. That's an arbitrary thing we've decided to put on ourselves. Like, for all we know, a day is 2 cycles of that. A month could be 60 days long or 20 days short or whatever. It's something we came up with. That's movie purposes. It's based off of science and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but we don't really know.
Yeah, no one really knows for sure.
Yeah.
So I try to go off of that logic, but I have read about it and heard about it a lot. So I'm like, I'm going to test that theory.
Yeah.
But, not to go too off track, but yeah, I definitely want to go to the moon. I'll take that.
All right, so you'll do 10 minutes on the moon versus $2,000 a month in Europe.
Yep.
All right, well, fair enough. How are you going to put all these together?
Ooh. So I got the first two. I know I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get that last one.
You don't have to put these together in order, James. You can, however it fits. You know what I mean?
So I have a dream, and my dream is to go to the moon. But I also have to show people, right?
You got to show your family.
I got to show my family. I show people the family of me going to the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Then I, once I come back to Earth, I make millions and millions of money, millions of dollars. I gamble it, and I lose all of it.
I got to retcon your story.
Retcon it, please.
The gambling was the false rumor.
Okay.
You're having an affair with your coworker.
You're right,
so let's
you're right.
rewind that back a little bit.
I don't know, man. This is hard. I don't know how to do this. You asked me to do this on the fly.
On the fly, come on.
This is like a one-time situation, and you started this.
You did it. You did it. You inspired it.
You don't have a good one? Because I don't have a good one for this. Let's see what you got.
All right. You have a dream you want to go to the moon.
Yep.
It's both a dream in your sleep and a dream in real life.
Okay.
So this man with the dream VCR is like, you can watch your dreams and show your family, blah, blah, blah. So you decide, I'm going to show this dream specifically to my family to show them how much I want to go to the moon. Because this has been like a secret for you, right?
Okay.
You show your family. Your family is like, wow, that's really great. You should definitely be the first black dude on the moon. So we TikTok the dream, and we're going to get it out there, and we're going to start a GoFundMe for you.
TikTok the dream.
Yeah, that's what people do now.
We definitely dated ourselves, didn't we?
We're going to TikTok it. We're going to make a TikTok.
10 years from now, this podcast will be like, TikTok, huh?
If you're listening to this from 10 years from now, TikTok was an app made in China that the Americans got really mad at because China was making a bunch of money off of it. So they made it seem like they were going to ban it. But in reality, they wanted to force China to sell TikTok to America. And that's where you are currently in this timeline. If TikTok's still around, great for TikTok. If it's not, that's what happens.
I guarantee it won't be.
All right. So they're trying to get you to the moon, and this competition thing comes up. For whatever reason, you won this prize, right? The president came down and he's like, you know what? You win a prize. Let's send you to the moon. You get 10 minutes on the moon because we got money to spend. We just bought TikTok. We're making a bunch of money off of it. And so they send you up there. You get your 10 minutes on the moon. You come back. You're riding high. But the thing is, 10 minutes on the moon is just 10 minutes on the moon. You don't really get, like, after you do the interview circuit and stuff, you're left high and dry. Like, they don't care about you anymore. They already got all the interviews and podcasts out of you. So
I'm about to say, yeah.
You got to go back to work.
Do you really?
Yeah, you got to go back to work.
Nobody that one.
The gambling addiction would have actually helped a lot more in this situation because it would make sense.
Yeah,
but for whatever reason, you got to go back to work. You got a little too loose with your money. You bought too many cars and didn't pay your taxes or whatever. Which, you went to the moon. I feel like you should deserve not to pay taxes.
True.
Once you go to the moon, it's literally you're above Earth, right? Like, that's it. And so you got to go back to work and you meet Cindy. Cindy's married, but you don't care because you've been to the moon. So you initiate an affair with Cindy. And then also at the same time, you start a second rumor that you have a gambling addiction. And that's why you're not rich, because you went to the moon and your coworkers are like, how do you not have all this money? We saw you on this podcast and stuff. And also why you're hanging out with Cindy a lot. Well, Cindy's in accounting. She knows money. She's trying to help me get back on my feet because I have this horrible gambling addiction. And that's why I have no money. There you go. It was loose and sloppy, but much like your relationship with Cindy.
Yep. Because that's very sloppy. Because one thing I will say, if I did go to the moon and I came back on Earth and I do all these podcasts and all the media circuits, I probably would never be able to, I'd probably never work again. Because I can still find ways of work. Because there's many people that find ways of work. Especially now. Hell, they start their own podcast.
Yeah.
Boom.
In reality, you would have your own podcast.
Yeah, I'll probably have my own podcast.
But this is fiction, James.
But this is fiction.
Trying to put things together.
Yeah, you say, yeah. You see how hard it is, don't you? yeah. There you go.
Hey, I think I made it work.
Yeah,
Made it quite interesting.
it was fine. It was fine. You did the best you could.
All right. Well, if anybody out there has a better idea for James's life based off these 3 hypotheticals we just did, you can email us on onthegopod2023@gmail.com. Let us know what you think James would have done in this situation. What would you do in these situations? Go back and listen to that segment, or the earlier part of the segment. Email us. Tell us. We want to know. You can also find us on Instagram at onthego with Jacob and James. It's all one word. You can find James on Instagram at
James9794.
You can find me on Instagram at jacobdantone.audio. You can find us on YouTube as well. On the Go with Jacob and James is all one word. We post all our podcasts up there. And without further ado, I'm on the go. James is on the go to the moon.
There
And
you go.
we're all on the go. Let's talk to you later.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please follow and share the podcast with your friends and family units. If by chance you disliked the episode, then please share the On The Go show with your most hated enemies. Thank you and enjoy your day.